part of the show is from a show that we did at Saul Children's Theater called An Evening with Sondheim, and they are all Into the Woods songs, so hopefully you enjoyed them. The first one we're singing is Sarah is singing On the Steps of the Palace, and then we have Brianna and I singing Hello Little Girl, and then next we have Brianna singing I Know Things Now, and then Alyssa singing Giants in the Sky, and then we'll finish up with Jessica and Ensemble singing Children Will Listen. So here we go.
Sorry? You're getting about 50 emails from me.
Oh, really? You're sending me something?
Because I know I'll forget later.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That's
But
okay.
it's just the picture. You don't have to read anything.
No, oh.
I just put it in the subject for it was.
Thank you. You're awesome. Okay.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince to prepare. Knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just a mallet. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stand because you think, well, it's a thought. What would be his response? But then what if he knew who you are when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? But then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how do you know who you are till you know what you want, which you don't? So then which do you pick? You're safe out of sight and yourself, but where everything's wrong, or everything's right and you know that you'll never belong. And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't only to arrive at a ball. It's exciting and all when you're there, though it's scary. And it's fun to see when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that has to you stalled only now 'cause you're still standing stuck with the stuff on the steps. Better run along, and avoid the collision. Even though they don't hurt you, it's better off there when there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you try it up here and choose. Out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is. This is not inside. You leave him a clue. For example, a shoe. Then see what he'll do. Now it's me and not you who is stuck with the shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew. On the steps of a palace.
KJ, move the stands out of the way.
Alright, for this song I'm going to be playing a wolf.
And I will be Little Red, riding on.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your time.
Straight ahead, not to delay or be misled.
But slow, little girl, hark and hush, the birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plump. What a delectable couple! Utter perfection, one brittle, one supple, one moment, my dear.
Mother said, come with me, follow the path and never stray.
So little girl and knee-pat, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring. And look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones. Then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a nice bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
Doesn't she? She was born to play that role.
Alright, so I am Little Red again, so. Yes, I am.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, and he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I'd been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared. And he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path where lie secrets that I never want to know. And when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever at the end of the path, with Granny once again, so we waited in the dark until someone set us free. And we're out into the light and we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in the cape and the hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny was right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not.
Hi. For this song, I'll be portraying the role of Jack, from Jack the Beanstalk. You didn't know. There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below, the world you've left and the things you know that are more than a glance enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none you've ever known, where the sky is lead and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you. Exploring things you never dare, cause you don't care, but suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to her giant breast. And you know things now that you never knew before. before. Not to the sky. Only just you made a friend and all you know she's big, but you don't feel small, so much bigger than her, cause along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is bad and your stomach's stony, and really scared being all alone. And the things that you want for the things you left, the world you've known, little you owe some fun. His son, you steal what you can and run, and you scramble down, you look below, the world you know begins to go. The house and your mother at the door. The roof, the house and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you see, and you wish that you could live in between, but you're back again, only different than before. Off to the sky, there are giants in the sky. They're big, terrible, awful, scary, wonderful giants in the
Hold off, Storm. Just 5 more minutes. Actually, 20. You sure?
We got plenty.
Oh, there's a puppy. I know. My dog's going to be so mad at us. Sure. Absolutely.
Nothing's all black, but then nothing's all white. How do you say it will all be alright when you know that it might not be true? Do you? Careful the things you say, children will listen. Careful the things you do. Children will see and
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to us. That concludes our show. Thank you for listening to all our talented performers. And again, we are Salt Children's Theater, so if you want to hear more, come check us out. And we want to thank the West Palm Beach Green Market for allowing us to put on this show for you guys. And we hope you drive safely and have a good evening. Good night, guys.